Power snatch, split snatch, squat snatch. 3 options for performing the snatch. Let's cover the advantages of each so you can decide which version you should be performing. And as a bonus at the end, we'll cover what adding the word hang means for any of these 3 lifts. First up, the power snatch. The power snatch starts with the bar on the floor. The bar is accelerated upward and the lifter then receives the bar overhead, locking it out in a partial depth overhead squat position. When you hear the word power, think partial squat. They both begin with the letter P, so it's rather handy. The advantage of a power snatch is that it's the simplest of the 3 landing positions. You don't need to learn to do a full overhead squat as you do in a squat snatch, and your feet don't travel very far as they do in a split snatch. For these reasons, the power snatch is usually the first version of the snatch that we teach, and for general strength trainees or athletes who wish to incorporate snatches into their training, the power snatch is what we typically recommend. Next up, the split snatch. The split snatch starts with the bar on the floor. The bar is accelerated upward, and the lifter then receives the bar overhead, locking it out with the feet in a split position. In other words, one foot positioned in front of the torso and the other foot positioned behind the torso. The advantages of a split snatch are twofold. First, depending on the length of the split, you can receive the bar at a lower position than that of a power snatch, which helps in terms of lifting heavier loads since you don't have to get the bar as high before racking it. Second, you don't have to execute a full depth overhead squat as you do in a squat snatch. The split snatch is a solid option for lifters of all ages, but it's an exceptionally great option for masters lifters, aka older lifters. Lastly, the squat snatch, also known as a full snatch and known most commonly simply as the snatch. The squat snatch starts with the bar on the floor. The bar is accelerated upward and the lifter then receives the bar overhead, locking it out in a full depth overhead squat position. The advantage of a squat snatch is that it has the lowest receiving position of the 3 snatches. You don't have to get the bar as high before racking it as you do in a power snatch or a split snatch, and as a result, it is the version of the snatch capable of lifting the most weight. If you attend a weightlifting meet, also known as an Olympic weightlifting meet, the squat snatch is the most common type of snatch that you'll typically see. Alright, bonus tip. Power, split, and squat are all landing positions, but the word hang refers to a starting position. Specifically, it means that the lift starts with the bar hanging in the hands instead of with the bar resting on the floor. As a result, a hang power snatch, hang split snatch, and hang squat snatch all look very similar to the versions we described earlier, but the bar starts hanging in the lifter's hands instead of resting on the floor. As always, we hope this helps you get stronger and live better.